Welcome to the final matchup in this Best of Dorian Yates series. 1993 takes on 1995, as most people would have predicted, and I'm sure most people have bet their money on 93, but take a look, ladies and gentlemen. This may be a 95 victory. Much bigger set of lats here. Now, I'm not just defending 93 here, but the camera angle, it's much more favorable, I believe, for 95. But, I mean, that's no excuse. The waistline appears to be tighter as well. Now, of course, he's known for that torn bicep in 95, but that means nothing here in the front relaxed. This is a definite slight edge for 1995. And do we even need to judge this one? I'm sure everybody was waiting and ready for 1995 to lose this front double bicep pose. Of course, that victory in the front relaxed position, it's pretty much a tie, but considering that torn bicep of 95, I would give a definite edge here for 1993 with the combined poses, the first and the second. It wasn't that much of a victory for the front relaxed of 95. But this is a blowout. The aesthetics, just everything. And besides the arms, the rest of the physique looks much better as well. The legs are much more conditioned. This pose here, the front lat spread, at first glance, and I was definitely going with 95, no question. But I believe the shadowing and the lighting of 93 is almost hurting him, making his lats not appear so large, but I think they are doing quite a bit of battle against 95 here. But again, on third reflection, I am going to give a slight edge to 95 here. But it's a slight edge. The legs are still in favor of 93, in my opinion. And not only that, but the pecs, I believe, are a little bit better as well in 93. But look at those lats. Filled out just a little bit better in 95. And so far, I have to admit, 1993 is losing this matchup. I cannot believe it. Here in the side tricep, it is so even that it is definitely hard to make a decision. The obliques and perhaps the chest are a little bit better in 93, but when I look at the legs, they appear to be a little bit better of 95. With the two victories so far combined, that pretty much battles against that front double bicep, which is a definite strong victory, perhaps the strongest in the matchup so far. So that and this here pose, it's pretty much a tie game. It's anybody's year. Yeah, now we dig into the good back shots. This is a telling tale. 1993, the clear winner. Look at the glutes. Much sharper. Looks a lot thicker back there as well. That Christmas tree is as perfect as I've seen since Samir Banu. I mean, it's decent in 95. It's more than decent. But my soul, that back, this Christmas tree flex of 93 is unstoppable. I believe 93 with this pose and the front double bicep is back on top slightly here. Of course, after seeing this rear lat spread. And it may be back to a tie game, if not an advantage for 1995. I like the V-taper of 1993, a perfect V for sure. But those lats are bowed out so far and thick. Look how three-dimensional he is. And the lower lat insertions as well of 95. I'm going to say it's a victory here. I don't know, the glutes may be better of 93, but come on, look at that big, thick back. It may be a 95 victory, guys. I am a little bit nervous. And I have to say, 95 is a very good year. Now, judging by this rear double bicep and the back itself, the lats have improved for sure. But actually, the traps almost look better. Yes, the traps are better of 93 in this shot at least. But of course, once you start fishing around with your eyes, you notice that bicep tear of 95. Definitely subtracting some points. That and the glutes. Look at the glutes. There's no question the glutes of 93 are better than 95, pointing towards perhaps edge and conditioning. So 93 gets a point here. The ebb and thigh is definitely going in the favor of 1993, in my opinion. Not only is that waistline appear to be a whole lot smaller, but it is a lot more diced as well. I will say, just to be fair to 95, it looks like this pitcher's gone through some filters, perhaps. But even taking that into consideration, it looks like a whole lot better conditioned year. But I must say, 1995 was a very good Dorian Yates, aside from that bicep tear. And speaking of that, we will end it with this most muscular. Notice how he is already wearing his trophy in 1993. I like ending it with this one because it clearly displays that torn bicep. And in my opinion, that was a major factor in this contest. If not for that, then I believe 95 may have been the winner. Of course, the glutes were better in 93 as well. Hard to say. Either way, 1995 put up one heck of a fight against your winner, 1993 Olympia version of Dorian Yates. And this, I have to say, this was one of my favorite tournaments. I just enjoyed comparing Dorian Yates with Dorian Yates. So I am sure that another version of Dorian will pop up, and I will do some comparisons with the supposed best year. But I have to say, they're in store for a fight. 1993 Dorian Yates Olympia version is unstoppable, in my opinion. The best of all time, Dorian Yates. And, of course, at the end of these, I always like to thank the bodybuilder in question, and this one is no exception. Thank you very much, Dorian Yates, for all the hard work and dedication that you put into your versions, your Olympia versions in particular. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere in the history of the human race that has worked as hard as Dorian Yates, but I believe that nobody ever worked harder than this man. So I hope you enjoyed this series, and I really hope you enjoyed the series finale. And of course, have a good day.